What is up, my little seedlings? It's your favorite fruit on the tube, and today I brought you an incredible blast from the past. Tetris is a tile matching video game created by Russian software engineer Alexei Payetnov in 1984. Built on simple rules and requiring intelligence and skill, Tetris established itself as one of the great early video games. It has sold approximately 70 million physical units and 425 million paid mobile game downloads. It's a real Bonafide classic that to this day piques the interest of many casual and hardcore gamers worldwide. But what makes Tetris such an incredible experience that even after 37 years, people still revisit it? I'm gonna tell you real quick. Tetris is primarily composed of a field of play in which pieces of different geometric forms called tetriminos descend from the top of the field. Your objective is to line them up in a row to clear them from the playing field, which is made difficult by the varying shapes of tetrimini-mini-moni-moni-monios raining down on you like some asshole's piss when you're out hiking but didn't climb high enough, so the guy on top of the world can just punish you for being an idiot. If you fail at clearing rows and rows of Tetrissimos, it's game over, meaning that if you're cunning and resourceful enough at managing the 4D, the 5D chess that goes into developing your next move, you might be able to play for eternity. The question, would it be possible to play forever, was first considered in a thesis by John Brustovsky in 1992. Considering how people have been playing this fucking thing for 37 years now, I would say yes. But I'm going to take it further and ask the real question. Why would you? But also, what does this all mean? So you could say that Tetris's gameplay involves a lot of repetition, which also ties into its themes and narrative of cyclical punishment. Tetris, much like Pong, doesn't have too many characters, and unfortunately, they aren't well-rounded either. However, they have enough depth to warrant the occasional erotic art created by people deeply invested in its lore. A story that is a harsh and critical portrayal of the Sisyphean punishment one has to endure in the afterlife to find salvation.
There's no salvation.
With its repetitious barrage of tetrimini-ni-ni-ni-ni-ni-os representing the Grim Reaper's harvest as they are put on your table one after the other, slowly trickling into an oversized coffin to suffocate on top of each other. If the coffin fills up, it gets closed, dooming the dwellers inside. However, having multiple people in the same row will provide enough pressure to the sides to break and enough time for the prisoners to escape. This is all by design, as everyone who materializes outside of the Tetris coffin loses all awareness and memory of what just happened, resulting in another instance of them falling in. The same thing seems to happen after death as well, since the coffin will be filled up again with the same people who perished before. They are clearly the same based on their shapes and colors. The Sisyphean punishment of the narrative therefore doesn't establish a difference between life and death and uses it as a temporary tool to create a false hope for the terrorimonos in this absolute state of terrifying vulnerability and defenselessness. It's like Saw, but instead of remembering all the bad sequels, you won't remember anything afterwards. But you are the absolute worst of it all, as you're not only forced to make the same Terminatorinos suffer over and over, but also to live with the consequences of your actions. You, yourself, are a victim of the infernal machine that demands you to cause pain and suffering to others. Technically speaking, therefore, Tetris is a psychological horror game. It's quite a cohesive one with sound design that also further emphasizes the cyclical nature of divine punishment that you're enacting with its 30-second loop of Korobeiniki by hammering home how you're destined to suffer for eternity. It's not portraying the ideological battles of the era like Pong, but showcases the struggles of accepting the lie based on the preconceived notion of what our afterlife and spiritual existence is. It's basically like FIFA, the thinking man's game, which uses similar means of repetition, but instead of deconstructing spiritual beliefs, it demonstrates how fucking boring football is when you play it on a fucking screen. And also in general. In conclusion, Tetris is a groundbreaking achievement in spiritual awakening that should be taught in schools to prepare for the inevitable suffering that comes with our inevitable deaths. I do wonder where and how the developers received this enlightening piece of information. It could be that this game is just simply sent by some dark entity that controls our mundane existence to guide us towards an afterlife to devour and destroy us so it can feed and sustain itself, potentially growing powerful enough that it will be able to devour what we call the universe and our reality. But that's just a theory! Thank you for sticking with me, seedlings. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more meaning and fruitful content. And hit the bell to get notified of all the seedy stuff that's going on in here. In the meantime... Wait, what? Oh no! Stack those fuckers in a row, goddammit! No!